if I may, speaking of assets that have been buoyant, do you see any value or benefit in the U.S. government building a reserve of Bitcoin?
So, we're not allowed to own Bitcoin. The Federal Reserve Act says what we can own, and we're not looking for a law change. That's the kind of thing for Congress to consider, but we are not looking for a law change at the Fed.
Well, there we have it. The legend himself, Jay Powell, dropping a bombshell on the market about the Fed's balance sheet and Bitcoin. Now, in my opinion, I think that there is an overreaction here. I'm gonna make this video quick, right? So in this video, we're gonna be talking about what to look for with these altcoins when they could possibly start reacting, and most importantly, I want everybody to understand, when in doubt, zoom out. You can see that altcoins, Bitcoin, even Bitcoin, has been up massively on the month and even on the year. So at some point, this is what happens in crypto. Flushes happen. It's okay. If you've been in crypto for the last year, you already know how these FOMC meetings go. You already know how these FOMC meetings go. So, I want to make that clear right there. The one thing that we are looking for is QE, right? So Powell did talk about how they're not ready to start adding to the balance sheet. They'll still be selling off, assets, right? And at some point, that's going to be the #1 catalyst to push altcoins higher, because we need liquidity, right? We need a little liquidity here. A lot of these altcoins are overextended. I showed you guys this on the heat map. You don't even got to look at the charts. You could basically look at the heat map and kind of like figure out where the price wants to go. And I talked about earlier, right? I talked about earlier how we had that little spot of liquidity at 100K going into the FOMC meeting, because we knew Powell. I'm not gonna say we knew Powell, but there's no way he could have been ultra bullish, because inflation is still rising, right? So at some point he has talked the market down, be a lot of hawkish. A lot of people are pissed about this, right? A lot of people are really want quantitative easing to happen, and they want the stock market to go up, not down. But the good thing is, right, on the 24-hour, we do have some liquidity here at 105, right? So maybe this is a bounce. Maybe this is a fake out to the downside and we get a bounce, right? That could possibly happen. But taking a look at the heat map on the weekly, we're still a little bit frothy, which means that we have these liquidity traps right around 100K here and about 99,000, right? And this is how I look at it, because I know a lot of people are asking, well, Millie, when do I buy the dip? Should I DCA? Is this a dip that I should DCA, right? You're showing me all of this, but I want to know about altcoins, right? Now, when Bitcoin goes down, altcoins are going to go down, right? That's just going to happen. But again, I'm not even going to show you guys any charts in this video. I'm just going to explain to you how to utilize this heat map, right? Now, what you want to do is you want to go to the weekly chart here, www.coinglass.com, crypto market RSI heat map. I like to look at the weekly charts, because we're talking about buying spot, right? Buying spot and holding over time. A lot of these things are still overextended, right? So if you ask me, well, Millie, right now, would you DCA into H bar? No, because right now on the weekly, it's a bit overextended, right? I like H bar, but I'm not about to raise my average by buying into a crypto that's overextended, that's hot, and could possibly correct even more. So now I'm raising my average and I'm losing money. But if you ask me, hey, well, what would you buy, right? Oh, well, let's say I held narrow ETH, right? And I've been holding it, waiting for it to go up. I don't know anything about narrow ETH. I know it's like got something to do with Dogecoin, whatever. I'm just giving you guys an example. I'm not stamping this token. Well, I would buy narrow ETH, right? It's not oversold. It's in the oversold area on the weekly, right? And it can even go, lower. I want to make that clear, right? Because it's not completely oversold, but it's in the green, right? You kind of get the gist of what I'm saying, right? This is the RSI level, right? So just kind of like wait for the tokens that you have the most interest in, because I know a lot of you guys buy blue chips, right? And I talk a lot about altcoin low caps and stuff like that, more so now in the Patreon, right? And I've been thinking about this, right? I'm going to start doing even more videos of the low cap gems, specifically on the Patreon, and just keep it blue chip here on the channel. But I'm saying that to say this, right? These are like the top 100, 200 coins. You can literally look at this list and find some hitters, right? And just wait till they become oversold, right? We can go hang out here on the daily. Let's say you just want a DCA, right? Well, I got an itch to buy. I want to, take advantage of this opportunity. Just hang out in the green area. Maybe you find something that's a bit oversold here on the daily, right? And you begin your DCA. You don't have to put everything in one, one wop. I see Tau down here in the green area. This might be an opportunity for me to DCA on the daily, right? Because it's a good chance that Tau might be ready to go back up. Chill guy. I know a lot of y'all like chill guy. I don't hold any chill guy, but I know it's been getting crushed lately. So with that being said, it's completely oversold here on the daily. This might be a chance for you to add to your bag, but do it in sectors. You don't got to add everything at once, right? Me personally, I stick to the weekly. It's more efficient to me when I'm talking about my spot bags. So I'm doing some trading. Maybe I use smaller time frames, but I'm just talking about tokens that I'm holding until peak of this phase, right? And then I will be taking profits. I'm letting you guys know now. So yeah, just kind of like focus on the tokens that you actually hold or you want to hold in this green area, right? Just look at the last 2 or 3 videos, guys. The heat map has not failed us. You literally don't have to know any charting to look at the heat map. It hasn't failed us, right? I'm just saying, right? So was prepared for this. I'm a little bit overextended in crypto, so I need a flash crash. I need a real dip, right? I'm not about to just buy the dip just to be buying the dip. I've done that. I want to make that clear. I know. So I told this to my Patreon. You feel me? I'm like, look, I'm already in the market. You know what I mean? Anything that I'm doing is like trading meme coins on the side and hanging around the J5 council, and we're just, doing some meme coin trading, whatever. But if I had liquidity to put into the market, I would just kind of like watch and monitor monitor how crypto reacts to this dip, right? Because at the end of the day, he did cut the rates. Trump is taking office in 34 days. Salute to my boy Lark Davis. Bitcoin is over 100K. At some point, the money printer is going to get turned on, right? Cheap capital will be flooding, and it's going to pump our freaking altcoins. It's going to pump our altcoins, right? Salute to my boy Virtual Bacon. This is actually like a summary of the FOMC meeting. As you can see, this is the major thing that kind of like was like, oh, no QE. No balance sheet pivot. Fed still selling assets. Money printer not injecting liquidity yet. We did get the rate cut. Powell shifts to signal slow rate cuts in 2025. Now check this out, because he has a very, very, very good point here. He says short-term panic today to uninformed investors. This is long-term bullish because we need slower rate cuts to signal delay recession. Fast rate cuts are bad because it increases the inflation. So the more they keep cutting these rates, the more people have money, the quicker we get back into an inflationary environment, right? Because now people are worth more. They're putting more liquidity in the market. So this is not bad, right? It's not going to happen as fast as everybody want. I know y'all want to get rich tomorrow. I get it. But this is the reason why everybody doesn't make it in crypto, right? It's going to require patience. It's going to require like balls of steel, diamond hands, because a lot of times the biggest reason people get pushed out of crypto, it's not because they lose money. It's not because of scams. It's because they ain't got no more money. They run out of money and they get hit with time capitulation. I just can't hold no more. I'm out, Millie. This is all I got now. I've been holding crypto for 6 months, a year, and maybe something happens, in the lifestyle, because we're just talking about regular people, normies, right? And they ain't got that liquidity coming in, right? Maybe emergency comes up, right? So they get hit with time capitulation, because you're forced to sell your crypto, and you've been waiting for this altcoin season. You've been waiting for this bull run. And right when you sell your crypto, it happens, right? Sad story. I get it. Let me know what y'all think about this, man. Appreciate everybody that's been showing up to the channel and commenting, man. It's your boy Crypto Millie. I'll see you in the next one.